sliding off the mountain with the Uditer W3. Okay, Michael, let's go. Right on, brother. How you felt?
Yeah. Amazing.
You actually like this deck, right?
Yeah, I actually do. I like hard decks better.
You like more this like a stiffer deck. It's a flexi deck that doesn't flex too much.
Yeah.
So, Michael, we got your seal of approval?
Approval.
All right. So here it is, the Uditer W3. So this is a relatively new company, and this is their most affordable electric skateboards at $499. They're trying to make a splash on the market. I gotta say, looking nice, right? This is what they call the diamond deck. I think it's because the pattern on the graphics. I'm not sure why they call it diamond, but yeah, looks nice. You can see we have a bit of a shape here on the deck. I'm not sure if that's what they call it, diamond, but yeah, there is a bit of a concave. It's very subtle, but good enough for you to have a little bit of feedback. And when we turn this around, you can see how the pattern on the back and the front kind of match. They both have these like triangles all over the place. One more thing I want to mention about the grip tape, besides being beautiful, is that it's very grippy, let's put it that way. And here is the thing, if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't like this kind of grip tape because they hurt the skin on my hand. I have very sensitive skin, so that's something to consider. Anyway, changing grip tape is just so easy. It costs like, I don't know, like less than $10. So yeah, it's not a big deal, but I would rather have this softer grip tape. Now, let's go to the back again. We have 90mm wheels that are 78 durometer, so they're pretty soft, they're nice and grippy. I haven't ridden yet, but yeah, just by touching them I can already tell. Rubber skin pin tracks, pretty standard. Those are the tracks. Let's get them in focus right there. And we have here hub motors, which quite unique. Haven't seen hub motors like this. We have the ESC right there. We have the battery, and here is something new and exciting. The battery is removable, hot swappable, very easy to get it out, a little bit harder to get it in. I'm gonna get that in later. By the way, if you see here, they have this white. I saw it would be that because they have light on the board, like some other skateboards have. I think some of their skateboards do have light, but because this one is the most affordable longboard, this doesn't have lights. Now let's quickly take a look at the remote. Put that away. So I have the remote here. The cool thing about this remote, besides the way it looks, let me turn that off. First, it looks nice. I like the orange accent, so you can find the buttons really quick. That's important, you know, you're riding high speed on the road, you don't want to be like looking for those buttons. We have a reverse switch here that is nearly impossible to switch by accident, so you have to really stick your finger in there, so that's good. It's not like the old Hollywood remotes that they would have it there. This remote have two very cool things. First, motor detection means I power on the remote, it automatically power on, or if I power off the remote, it will automatically power off the board. So that's kind of like the hobby wing, but they say this is not a hobby wing ESC, so I'm a little bit confused about that. The other thing that I really like, it has a big display, circular display. This is so cool, and it's here on the top and not here on the side. This is what happens, it's on the side. If you're right-handed, you hold the remote like this, you're basically blocking the screen. I mean, there's no way around it. If you're left-handed like me, well, even worse, you will never see the screen here on the body of the remote. You have to put it here on the top, and yeah, finally, someone who done it the right way. So I guess it's time for me to go out and give it a try.
This is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh.
Hey, so I've been riding the Uditer W3 for quite a few days now, and it's a lot of fun. I like this board, but a bit of mixed feelings with the riding experience as well, because as soon as I start riding, I realized very quickly that I couldn't turn. Don't even mention carving. I mean, I'm talking just about turning around the corner. It was very hard, and I'm 230 pounds. It should be easy for me to turn on any electric skateboard, so especially a longboard. I quickly realized that the problem was that the pushings were a bit too hard, and I changed the pushings, and it's perfectly fine now. I'm carving, having fun with it. I highly suggest these companies, if they're watching the video, please replace the pushings on the factory. They're too hard right now. But yeah, once I replace the pushings, it's perfectly fine. I tried both wheels, the 90mm wheels. They're actually quite good. They're soft, they're grippy. Even so, they're hub motors. You don't feel that stiff of a ride. The deck, there is a little bit of flexibility, but it's not like a very flexible deck. It's like on between a stiff deck and a flexi deck, and it's a very comfortable deck. I mean, it's wide, it's roomy. You can have a pretty wide stance. Generally speaking, I like the riding experience after changing the pushings. Then I also tried the cloud wheels, and I do that because they're not really cloud wheels as the brand Cloud Wheels. They're kind of like a clone of the Cloud Wheels, and apparently they're a little bit cheaper. That's why they include that on the box. And to be perfectly honest, the riding experience is just very similar to original Cloud Wheels. So yeah, pretty darn good. The area where I live around here, the roads are in very bad condition, so these 105mm rubber wheels are pretty phenomenal. I really like the experience riding with these wheels, and they kind of like reduce those vibrations for riding on bad roads. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So if you could, please get those wheels on the box. I think you need to pay a little bit extra. Totally worth it. Now, another thing about this board is, you heard me saying something about the remote being super cool, and it is, but the wheel, the thumb wheel, sometimes will get stuck, like right there, and you brake and stay on brake, and then you need to like push it forward. And I told that to the company, and they sent me a new remote. Guess what? The same happened. Well, it's not happening now. It just does it like once every 10 times or so. But yeah, I guess it's a factory problem. They'll have to definitely fix that. And yeah, generally speaking, I enjoy riding, but I'm a bit of a big dude. I'm 230 pounds, 5'9", and while going uphill, it was a bit of a struggle. I mean, it wasn't easy to climb the hills like with some other boards, especially when I compare it to other boards. I mean, it's hard to compare to other boards because it's just $500. There aren't many electric longboards at that price point, but I gotta be honest here, and it won't go fast while climbing, but it still got me there, so I guess that's still okay. And the bus acceleration and braking were fine, top speed was fine, the range was somewhere about average. I mean, I got a little bit less than whatever it was stated on the website, but it's still pretty good for me that I'm big and heavy. So I gotta say, highly recommend this board. I mean, it's a entry-level electric longboard. If you've already been riding electric skateboards and you're more familiar with it, maybe this is not your board, but for someone like a beginner, this is definitely a good board. And they have that unique feature of having hot swappable batteries that might be pretty good for air travel, or I don't know, if you want to replace batteries and get more range. That's another great feature for this particular electric skateboard. Anyway, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and catch up on the next video.